All right, guys, we're here with the 2026 Tahoe in the High Country. Look how beautiful this is. This is a $96,000 vehicle. It's got 277 horsepower, which may sound low, but we'll get into why that is. Wait for the torque. We're gonna go over this thing and find out, is this a wheel deal or is it not? All right, so if you're wondering why this only has 277 horsepower, it's because it has 460 pounds of torque. That's because it is a diesel. It's our 3.0 Duramax. Cannot go wrong with that engine. Yes, you're gonna pay more for diesel, but my goodness, does it output, and it's a very quiet hydraulically lifted engine. One of the other things too is you're gonna get good gas or diesel mileage. You're getting 22 combined. Right? City, 20, 24 highway. Also, this is our 10-speed automatic transmission. That'd be wild if it was a stick shift. So we're gonna go around the visual part of the outside, and then we'll check out some features on the inside. Okay, so we're gonna walk around the front. I'm gonna do this view. Tell me how you like this. I'm trying to be a one camera crew kind of guy. All right, let's look at the walk around. I'm gonna go from the front to the back. Look at those humongous wheels, beautiful. Blacked out, white on black, High Country. That's gonna get into some of the things that I really like later. I'm gonna give you a few things that I dislike and a few things that I really like. Look at this. I mean, this is phenomenal. Look how low this is. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. I might as well start talking about it now. Not only does it have retractable, watch this, retractable step rails that look super sleek, this thing has air ride suspension and you can adjust the height of it. It is amazing. I was wondering why it was so low the other day. Custer and I were wondering. So it's actually lowering right now. Amazing. It'll lower when you're gonna get out and it can raise up when you get in, or you can adjust it to be the same. So look at all this. Some things that I'm not digging as much. This brushed aluminum or chrome that's still there, this is almost murdered out and it would look so much better if it was. All right, that is the outside. Look at it. Okay, see the inside. Okay, we're gonna do the wide angle here, and I'm just gonna hold it in front of me. Look at the trim here. I love this wood. I really like the stitching that you get with the High Country. Doing some B-roll as we're walking in here. Let's flow in here and see what it looks like to be in the driver's seat. So we have an adjustable wheel. I'm not gonna change it because this is my general store manager's vehicle, and just don't feel like messing around with that. The stuff that I would be concerned about, right, when I'm buying a vehicle, feature-wise, which are on the inside, but they do a lot of things on the outside. You've got your 360 camera, and that will come over here, right? Side, overhead, all the way around. If I walked, you could see me walking around there. It's wonderful, and also give you a heads up that you're doing it. Looky there. Guys, this was gonna be one of my complaints, but guess what? It actually works. This is cabin view, right? And this is one of the few times I've ever seen it work, and this was a happenstance. So I just clicked that. That almost never works. You typically have to have an SD card, which maybe there's one in here, and it can be recording it and kind of act also as a security feature. But if you have your kids in there, or if you have an animal in there and you need to step into the grocery store or something, that is a safe thing. Or just kind of seeing, you know, my wife and I, when we had our growing up, our toddlers, right? We were always making sure that they weren't slumped over or maybe having some weird positional asphyxiation from just where their car seat was. That's super random, but this would be great. You could look and see, is their head leaned over on their seat belt, or are they in a safe situation, right? And you can do that all from your seat. Phenomenal. I'm really glad. That was a great surprise. Okay, so over here on the features, let's just click on stuff that maybe we don't usually have, all right? Turn that off. No one really likes that auto start. We have, speaking of auto, we have auto four-wheel drive, right? So if you hit that button, it will engage the front differential and be prepared to provide power to the front wheels as well. This is a rear-wheel drive vehicle otherwise. Same thing, that's your 4 high, your 4 low, and then going back into 2. So you would have to do some special stuff for the 4-wheel low, of course. Now, I'm gonna open the door so you can see this. Look at this mode, right? So not only can you change your driver's modes like off, road, etc., but you can your driver height. Look at this. Look at this. Entry height, normal. Let's go all the way. Let's max it out. Oh, you literally can max it out. I thought it was just increased. Okay, so now it's switched to 4-wheel drive low to raise the vehicle. Let's do it. I'm ready. Now I got to go to neutral. This is making me do all sorts of stuff. I have to turn in my seatbelt. 1 second, guys. Hold with me. This is funny. I'll have to remember to edit this. All right, so it is trying to go into neutral. Now we can do it. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. I'm in neutral. So let's go to 4 low. We're learning together, ladies and gentlemen. It is trying to lower itself. So let's go mode. Let's go all the way up. Increase maximum. Let's do 4-wheel low. We're working on it right now. Once it stops beeping, we're there. Okay? And we're there. So now I check mark that. Oh yeah. Oh man, this thing is raising up. I'm almost touching the sky. That's phenomenal. Okay, cool. Phenomenal is my word today. Check that out. This is gonna be a little bit longer video than I thought because we are learning so much. We have no collision, all that stuff's gone. This vehicle is decked out. We're ready to take on the terrain. Awesome. No wonder it's called a high country. All right, let's take it back down. Let's come back to earth. Let's go to increase ride height and go to 2-wheel drive. Okay, look at this thing. Just set us down like 2 inches. That's nuts. All right, so we're there. I'm gonna unbuckle. Okay, feature-wise, it's all the same. Look, we have a heads-up display. I really like that. You can also adjust the heads-up display. I may not be able to get it on camera. I love that you can change the heads-up display up and down based on where your line of sight is. Because a lot of times you gotta kind of lean down and look into it. Nice touch of grain here. You've got the High Country badging there. We've already shown the High Country. And as I'm getting into the back seat, let's go ahead and open up this panoramic roof. I will see you in the back seats. You know that I like to show you the distance. So I'm gonna actually sit as far up as possible with this seat as far back as possible. And then I'm gonna do the opposite on the other one. See you in the back. All right, I'm in the middle. I've got the front seat kind of pushed forward and folded forward as you saw that a second ago. I can do that on this side too. Let's make some noise. Boom, it's gone. And then I can lift it up by pulling this and it'll go up for me. Hopefully you could see that. I'm on that wide lens right now. So if I'm on the passenger side, right, I've got my USB plug in. I've got a tiny cup holder, some useless stuff. Now, if you're a kid, I do have vents here. That's great. You know, if you're a child or adolescent, you're gonna be fitting here just fine. I think you have plenty of room. If you're an adult, I think you're gonna be uncomfortable for any long trips at all. I mean, that's just being honest with you, okay? And this is not gonna change the Suburban. There's the same distance from this part, like the inhabitable part of the vehicle is the same. So the only thing that you're sacrificing with the Tahoe is what we'll show you in a minute, is the back. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna sit in all these seats again so that you can see. Let's bring the seat back so that you, oh, that was heavy. And that's pushed all the way forward. Let's bring it back actually so you can see it. There we go. So yeah, imagine my knees are gonna be pinched pretty good if they're utilizing all their leg room, okay? And here, same thing. These videos make me realize how much weight I need to lose. So that's happening. But anyway, right here, you're fine. You do have your knee kind of knocking right here. Again, this is for short trips, or if you just really have to make it happen, or you're small people, or you're a child. This would actually be pretty fun if you're a kid. I could see this being awesome. You still have some access and view of the sunroof that's panoramic. I would say it's semi-panoramic because it doesn't come all the way back here. But the good news is you do have this cutout. So like if you're in the middle, you have a lot of room here, way more room than if you were in these bucket seats. Let's go to the back. Here's the back. Let's open it. Boom. You can also open up that by hitting underneath there. Plenty of room. You could put your golf bag here. Could you put much more? No, you'd have to stack it up. You could put a few carry-on suitcases, but if you were going to the beach, you might need to get some sort of some storage up top or fold one of these down. Brings me to my next thing. It's a little dirty. Again, I think I'm guessing my general manager has a pool or something. There's like Epsom salt or some sort of salt everywhere. All right, let's try this. Thank you, Steve, for letting me use your car. Look at that. And they work amazing. It's not, well, it almost went down all the way. The only reason it didn't is because that is not far enough forward. So I'll demonstrate that for you too. Because these are real things that are gonna happen. I didn't mean to do that, but that works too. Let's just roll it forward. But you can scoot it forward. It doesn't have to be all the way down. All right, which one was it? Well, that's fun. Cool. Oh, it's this one. Let's just bring it up. Come on. Come on up, baby. Okay, you feel good at home? All right, let's go back down together. All right, great. Look at all that room you have. Now, obviously those seats are pushed forward. One of those happened by accident, but when you bring it back down, okay, you can roll this forward. It automatically is pretty far up there now, and it's super flat. So if you needed this extra support, and really, if you wanted to have like a bed back here, kind of like what the Teslas do, you absolutely could. You would have some gaps here, but otherwise, if you just had some little, I don't know if they make an aftermarket thing to put here, this is dude, this is pushing a queen size mattress, at least a full. So super comfortable. You can look up at the stars, do some romantic stuff back here. Just make sure you wash it up before you sell it. All right. So we're in the back again. Okay, this means we're at the end. Let's go over. What did the score on the Wheel Deal review, 1 to 10? I'm gonna give this a stellar 9.1. Why? I hate whole numbers, and Barstool, the Presidente, he always gives it a non-rounded score. So, why would I give it such a high score? Appearance is amazing. I think this is the highest, best Tahoe that you could get. It has the highest trim. It's called a High Country, for heaven's sake. It's got it has air suspension that adjusts. You could take on the world. You could tow whatever you wanted to. And you have plenty of room for your family to be in. There's not a lot of cargo, so that's where some of the points come from. And then also you have that brushed aluminum on the outside. I think it just doesn't give it that look, that's, completely chrome or brushed aluminum deleted would have made this at least a 9.5. So other than the fuel economy and just the maintenance of a diesel, I would say that this is the best that you can spend for $96,000, I hope so. And you really feel it here. There's no attention to detail that's been left. Everything worked. One of my complaints was actually that the cabin view didn't work, and we just found out it does work, so that's amazing, okay? The brushed aluminum is one of the things I didn't like as well. I think it could have just been blacked out. And the cargo room, there's almost none back here. I mean, you could go to the airport, that's it. What are things I liked? The appearance is killer, man. It really, really is. I do like the heads-up display, being able to adjust up and down. Other thing, I really like the way that the rail system closes and opens. And actually, that was going to be, the air ride was going to be my, hey, I found this out feature. But really what surprised me the most was the cabin view working. So I do give this a 9.1 out of 10. I think that this is a great vehicle. And I'd love to know what you think about it. And if you would, gentleman's agreement, I'd appreciate if you'd like and subscribe. And shoot me a message. Maybe leave a comment on what you thought about this vehicle. You may think it's overpriced, but I mean, what isn't these days? And if you're gonna spend some money, it's gonna be well spent here.